maybe I can use this as a guide. And so the milestones, so in our case, businesses so there are 3 stages. When they come in, they come as startups. So they will go through the 12-week program, and then they graduate with a business plan, and then they launch. And then we give them a year and a half. And so during that time, the major milestone is, number 1, that the business has a solid infrastructure. And then number 2 is increase in revenue. And yes, so once they have that, then they will be ready to move to our next program, which is the Power Up. And then again, the big milestone is that the business is already having their infrastructure and they just need tuning. And then what they come in is they look at 3 or 4 main areas that they would like to improve in the business. And that is why they graduate with a tactical plan. So that tactical plan is implemented within a period of 1 year. And during those years, those 3 or 4 things that the business wants to work on. So let's say it's a business that was not selling online. So one of their tactical goal will be to introduce e-commerce into the business. Or if they had employees but did not have employee manual, then they will say that their tactical goal is to introduce that, to develop employee manual or procedures for the business. And then once after that, after 1 year, they can apply to join the 10,000 Small Business Program. So at that stage, one of the criteria is that their revenue has grown. They have increased their employees to at least 4. And then the infrastructure is solid, and the business is now looking at scaling up. And so if it's a business that was selling locally, one of their growth strategies can be to start selling internationally. And it will vary from business to business. And then the other thing is that there are tracking tools that are used in the 3 programs. So businesses are evaluated when they come in, and then we do an assessment after 6 months, after graduating 6 months. And what we'll be looking at during those stages is, number 1, did the revenue increase? Number 2, did they employ another employee? Or did the business open another location, another branch? And then we also look at how much funding, did they get any funding, whether it is from a bank or a macro lender. And then the next evaluation is done after 1 year, and then it also checks just those through 3 metrics. And then after 1 year, we evaluate them for the 2nd year, and then the 3rd year. And so if a business leaves one program, maybe after 2 years, they graduate to the next program, then the evaluation will still continue like that. I don't know if that answered the question.
Thank you, Herman. Yes, you answered my question. Thank you so much. Thank you, Herman. Great.
Shukran. All right, so Nabil. Nabil is here, yeah?
He is.
Nabil. Okay. So can I also ask them a question?
Mr. Wael has a question.
Okay.
Uh-huh. تفضل. Hi, Herman.
Yeah.
Wael said that a while ago you referred to angel funding as a source of funding,
Yeah.
and now he has a question regarding the type of relationship between the angel investor
Mhm.
and the business owner. How can you manage this relationship? That's one part of the question. The
Okay.
second part has to do with the share. As far as he understands that the investor will pay a certain amount of money in
Mhm.
exchange of a share,
Yeah.
right? Then
Yeah.
how can you make sure that this share is like fair to both parties? And what happens if the business owner incurs a loss?
Okay. So that is something that, as a program provider, we do not get into that. So my role is, if business is looking for capital, we will introduce them to all the people who do funding. So whether it is bank, angel investors, or venture, and then once the two of them meet, they do their own negotiation, and then an agreement is made, is reached, and then after that, the capital is provided. So as a program provider, we do not play any role in that. Ours is just to connect the business owner and the provider, the capital providers.
I think Nabil is back. If you had a question, Herman, for him, I think he was somehow out of the connection, and now he's back in the group.
Okay. So who is the right person who manages the entrepreneurship? Like, because I just want to have a sense of how their program is structured. Who will be the best person to answer that? So the CEOSS has micro lending.
Okay. So it's there, and Wael says I'm responsible for this, but this is a new concept. We have been working on this for a year now. So it's a new territory for us. Let Now, this is a new dimension to the economic development program already in place in the development unit. And it is based or grounded in a project we work on with the EU. Now we have a central unit in the headquarters of CEOSS. This central unit is connected to 12 sub-units in a number of governorates where we work. Supposedly, the unit now designs three main programs or three curricula. One curriculum is based on mobile applications, second, vouchers, and third, micro-franchising. These three curricula will be given to 60 entrepreneurs or to 60 business owners, whether those who have existing businesses or those who want to start up their own businesses, in order to help them move forward with their ideas or their businesses. In addition, we provide some trainings, capacity building. As it was said, we help them draft a business plan, understand market dynamics, conduct market research, design a full-fledged feasibility study. With this cohort, we are building our own capacities, I mean CEOSS capacity or the central unit in CEOSS, and with the help of the mentors in each sub-unit, I think we have 36 mentors. So 3 or 4 mentors in each sub-unit. So we are building our own capacities and the capacities of these business owners. Herman, did you get my translation?
Yes.
Was it clear?
Yes, it was.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And my next question to her is, how collaborative are they? Are there places where they collaborate with the other actors within their ecosystem?
Okay. We are partners to different organizations. We started with university research for professional development, AUC, like the American University in Cairo, professional development centers. So our mentors got trained in one of these centers on entrepreneurship, the concepts, the definitions, different stages. So this is a partnership that we have. Also, recently, we worked with MESMEDA, that is to say SMEs Development Association Agency, and it is working under the President's Office in Egypt. This agency provides training to entrepreneurs. It issues regular manuals to help business owners be even trainers for other business owners. We will start the training in Jan with this MESMEDA, SME Development Authority in Egypt. I'd like to go on, Wael. Herman, you got this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Wael wants to add something. Shall I give him the floor or do you want to comment now?
No, you can give her the floor. She can continue. she can add.
As Marianne said, we have partnerships after due diligent research. We conducted whether partnering with the government or private association. So we worked with MISMEDA, with the American University Incubator, IT and communication. We visited this office to understand the methodology and the training curricula they give to business owners. So now we are surveying the different units or different offices already in place for a while in order to exchange experience, whether when it comes to understanding concepts, to training curricula, in order to understand the process they have since day one till they graduate. Also, we have Where's the Planet? I don't know, that's an organization that provides technical support.
Okay.
Uh, Suhair wants to add something. Each time we share experience, we always ask about manuals and guidelines, operationalization manual for incubators and accelerators. So we always ask for tools, for material. This is a great testament to the fact that we are searching hard for any opportunity to learn from. In CEOSS, this is a preparatory phase or an inception phase where we are founding these units in order to operate up to the standards, especially when it comes to BDS units. So please be generous, share with us as many tools, packages, material, anything that you can share, especially when it comes to founding. If you have like bylaws or regulations organizing the work, organizing the operational processes of the central units, that would be a great help. So share as many and as much as you can. Thank you very much. Mr. Mr. Murad has a question, Herman. Shall I
Okay.
give him the floor?
Yeah.
I asked you about service providers in Philadelphia. You have a number of subject matter experts. So each student is assigned a trainer or a coach or an expert. In light of the project we have an incubator, or but we opted for full-time mentors with some experience and expertise, and we'll also provide them with training. So is that enough? Or do we need subject matter experts because we are for sustainability? Maybe we won't be able to pay for the subject matter experts, be it financial or technical experts, because you know the domains are many and the areas are many. But we have like a number of full-time coaches offering different services. So now we are building the capacities of coaches and mentors to be able to provide business development services in our centers. So how do you evaluate that, or how do you see that? Do you get the question, Herman?
So what I'm hearing is that they operate an incubator and they have full-time mentor or coaches who work there. And this question is whether they should look for subject matter outside, and then how do you evaluate them? Is that correct?
Please, Wael and Marianne, correct me if I am wrong. All the business development services will be provided by the mentors we have. That is to say, 3 mentors in each incubator. But we might not be able to ask the help of external subject matter experts. Yes, based on the needs assessment analysis we asked them about the needs they have, marketing or feasibility study. ثانية. So Herman, there's another question. Would you like to answer now, or
Yes. So I'm trying to. So incubators, even here in the US, most incubators do have one full-time mentor or a coach that is part of the staff, and then in the same space there will be professional service providers. So they will have, for subject matter experts, there will be an attorney who can work for a fee, but not a staff to the incubator. They can have a marketing professional that the businesses can tap into, but they'll have to pay to get that service. And so it's very expensive to hire subject matter experts and put them on salary. So in most cases, in our case, we work with them, but we regulate how many hours each person can get. We have negotiated fees that we pay, but then you still have full-time staff who can do most of the basic guiding, just guiding the businesses on all the areas. But when it comes to most of the staff that require professionals, then those ones are outside the organization.
okay. Wael wants to build in these units, be it central or subunits. We have mentors responsible for providing non-financial services for trainees or entrepreneurs. But we also wanted to have different specializations. So in each govern rates, we have like 12 people. So each, or like 3 people might be working on a certain specialization in order to be subject matter, for example, on marketing, on pricing, whatsoever, in order for this team only to focus on this area and to be able to train young people on the specialization. So of course, I depend on the full-time mentor. They are a great financial asset, and then I can help them specialized in an area that is non-financial in order for them to be experienced and to share this experience with other people in the government.
Yeah. Hmm. And do they work with the professional service providers who are not part of the organization?
Yes, yes, we do so. Yes, we do so in all the programs, not only this economic development program. We hire trainers, consultants, experts that are not part of the organization, of course. So this is an approved and established method of work in the organization.
Okay. And then there was another question.
So they are silent. I'm not sure if they have questions.
Okay. And then, so my other question was, they do lending. They have micro lending program.
Yes, yes, we have a micro credit or a micro finance unit. It's an independent unit with its own capital, with an independent staff that is other than the people attending this meeting.
Okay. And then my other question is, when they train people and then people graduate with a business plan, do they guarantee to give them money? Like, do they guarantee access to capital?
Mhm. We can connect them or we can put them in contact with the microfinance unit in order to complement the program or to provide the entrepreneurs with like full-fledged service. Also, we match them with some organizations that provide micro credits for startups. So we either put them in contact with our unit or we match them with other organizations that provide microcredits.
Okay. Hmm. And then under the economic development, do they build like premises, business premises that they can rent out to their graduates?
Sorry, do they build premises to be rented?
Yeah,
Hmm.
businesses.
No, we haven't worked on co-working space or providing premises to be rented. We have not done so through our units, not so
Okay.
far.
And so the incubator, how many are they? And are they like specialized incubators or mixed use?
We have entrepreneurship units for businesses. These units provide the internet connection so people can come to the unit to log in in the internet and search for whatever they want. It's accessible for all the business owners in the region. It's not a co-working space, and they don't pay a rent, but the services are available for them to use. Uh,
So it's an incubator and without tenants, it's just a space.
we don't have an incubator per se. We don't have an accelerator. What we have is like a business development services unit. We have one central unit and 12 branches in different govern rates, but we cannot call them like incubators or accelerators.
Okay. And they said that how many they have branches in all the governorates?
Well, we have units in three governorates in Upper Egypt, Bani Suif, and Minya Sohag, and the central unit is based in Cairo. So in each governorate, we have 4 units. So in total, we have 12 branch units or 12 subunits.
Okay. And so through these programs, how many businesses do they graduate per year?
We're just starting. We're just starting. We don't have graduates. We hope we can have them. But it's a bit embarrassing because you're asking for a track record when we're just beginners. So now they are joking. But so we plan to graduate 60 business owners by the end of this year.
Yeah.
The target is 60 business owners to scale up their own businesses and to create 900 job opportunities, but we have no one has graduated yet. We're just taking baby steps. So 60 projects with 100 entrepreneurs. This is the target, but it's not achieved yet.
Okay. So I know one of the problems in many places is that sometimes organizations uh, try to force people to become business owners, but after years you realize that business people are born. and there is something that entrepreneurs have that other people don't have. And so it's just like, how do they determine who they accept into the program? And do they have that already out of the 60 that they're targeting? Do they have a way to determine who is an entrepreneur and who is not?
Yes, of course, you are right. So not all business owners are entrepreneurs, and not everyone can be an entrepreneur. I fully agree with you. We just assessed or we mapped the different stakeholders. But when we start these 60 projects or 60 businesses with 100 entrepreneurs to take the training programs, we will fill out a request or an application to make sure if this person is creative, innovative, is a risk taker, has something or has a value added. But this is still like in the pipeline. The project is not fully fledged, but of course, we want to have an assessment mechanism in order to admit people who can work as entrepreneurs. Now Magda is speaking. Entrepreneurship in Egypt is new in the culture, in our culture, because we have been working for long years on supporting young graduates to start up their own businesses. That's it. But 2 years or 3 years ago, the trend has differed, and entrepreneurship started to be part of the culture of economic empowerment in Egypt. This is very new. This is an uncharted territory. Even the universities Marianne referred to, be it Cairo University, Ain Shams University, Al Minya University, even public universities that started a central incubator are still graduating the first batch with 10 students. So this concept or this culture is very new nationwide in Egypt. So having a startup is still new to the culture and to the economic dynamics in the Egyptian society. Because when you explained Herman, you talked or you referred to norms, you refer to culture. So this is a new variable in the equation of our culture. I can say it's a fashion, it's a fad, it's a new trend now. Also, we have a form designed to be filled by each and every trainee, through which we can assess if this person has like a potential to be entrepreneur, has enough risk taking. This form is comprised of around 20 questions. It's a short survey in order to be able to assess the potential of this person to be an entrepreneur or just an owner of a project, because this is two different stories. I have something to add here, if I may. Marianne is speaking. So I'm not working on startups per se. Maybe someone has a project already existing in the market, but they want to increase the value added or to have a new value. So so it's not limited to risk taking by people who want to start from scratch. We might add people who want to scale up their existing businesses.
Was that a statement or a question? Was it a question?
No, they were just they were
Oh, okay.
comments, clarifications in order to put you in the context and in the culture, you know? But no, that
Okay.
was not a question.
Okay. So just let them know that we will be very happy to receive the first graduate company from their program to open up a branch in Philadelphia.
We hope so. We hope so. Definitely, we hope so.
No, don't hope. Make it happen.
Yeah, of course, we all hope so, and we will try to make it happen.
Okay. Now, there are a lot of things that are made in Egypt that companies that can things that can sell here very well. So maybe one of the things the CEOs can do is to send one of their staff to come here for market research and then understand the US market, and then so that when they go back, they can, in their incubators, they can pick different industries or different sectors and then help those businesses build them and specifically for export market. They can do that. And that will be great because through that they can, if they're looking at creating jobs, there is no faster way of creating jobs than finding a foreign market for your entrepreneurs. And also, maybe,
Yeah, go ahead, Herman. I'm just checking if they get my translation, and it's working fine.
okay. And then, so the other thing maybe that they might start thinking of is maybe them creating a collaboration with us in Philadelphia, where we can identify out of we have so many companies that have graduated from our program, all combined over 1,000 businesses now, and so we can look at a kind of an exchange where we can see which of our companies can buy from their businesses, and then also some of our companies what they can sell to their businesses in Egypt. A kind of an exchange, a business exchange program.
Excellent, excellent. But we need to take care of the procedural part, the procedures. How to move on from there. I mean, from a legal point of view, then that would be perfect.
Yeah, we are ready.
بس زي ما بيقول وائل يا آلاء إنه ممكن يبقى في محددات لقصة
As Wael said, we might have certain limits. We need to go back to the Ministry of Investment, but of course, we would be happy and honored to exchange with you. We just need to check the legal framework, but of course, it's an honor. Thank you for offering us this.
فكرة التبادل ده مع
I have
هيرمان.
another suggestion.
Yeah. Go ahead.
هو يعني لو هينفع نقدر يبقى موجود معانا مرة هيرمان ونعمل
Maybe we can have Herman with us to train our mentors. You can share your own experience inside the incubators and accelerators in Philadelphia. I think this is a great support to our mentors. They would be very motivated to see other models.
Okay, that's okay. That's doable. And when it comes to managing their mentors, do they have like a tool, a platform, or it's done manually?
هو يمكن اللي بيعمل ده دايركتلي الفريق اللي موجود ميدانيا عندنا.
Field researchers or the field team is directly responsible for this. They meet on a regular basis. We interview them. We meet them to check the progress they make. We provide them with support. We provide them on tools relevant to self-study. We're still building. We're still in the early phases. We also try to give them some trainings on entrepreneurship. So we do so on a regular basis.
Okay. All right. I think, Ivana, it looks like there is no more other question.
Right on time, because we are scheduled between 12 to 2. So now it's 2 p.m. sharp.
Yeah.
Right within the time slot that we assigned for this. And also, I'm hoping, some of the thoughts can kind of be now fermented and digested. And as usually, we invite our colleagues at CEOSS to kind of refer back and give us their feedback. And if they have some new ideas based on these presentations or some new desire for collaboration, some new ideas, how we can deepen this connection. We are very happy to facilitate this. And nowadays we can do so much through online technology for sure. So we can even, save time while we are waiting for vaccine. And then hopefully we do have it in our mind. We would love to see an in-person visit still. So there are some good ideas. We keep talking with Herman, about how we can make this partnership happen more and, how we can support entrepreneurs in Egypt more. So let us all continue talking about this and hopefully we will find a way.
Yes, that will be great. And so they mentioned about their coaches and mentors. So if they want to, we can maybe later we can organize and I can bring some of our coaches and then we can just have the two groups exchange ideas what is done here and what they're doing there and maybe learn something.
Great. Do you guys like that idea? And maybe it will be good to have like one point of contact among all of you who we can follow up with about maybe scheduling some meetings soon. I think Sohair is approving.
I need to learn Arabic. Ala,
I think I'm doing a good job, Herman.
yes, so but you you need to put me in a crash course so that.
Okay, I stand ready. But by the way, I give Arabic classes via hands along the night. Also, some CEOSS staff also stands ready to teach you Arabic. So someone said so. So you're in good hands, Herman.
My target is that I should be able to teach a whole class in Arabic next year, end of the year next year. Okay.
I think Allah is translating and we can't hear her
هي
in
كويسة
Arabic.
طبعا.
So that's why there is a little bit.
Yes, I just repeated your question, Ivana, and I think a couple of people said, yes, it's a good idea regarding this like mentor or coaching, knowledge and experience exchange.
Great. Great.
Yeah.
All right. So we have some new seeds to grow in the next year, which is great. Thank you, Herman, for today's presentation and Allah, great translation. I don't think we'll be learning good Arabic.
Thank you, Ivana.
So I think we'll see you with us. We see you in the future.
Yes, speaking, yes, writing looks difficult, but
yeah. Great. Okay, so we'll be ending. Unfortunately, there was some error with recording this time. So we recorded, I think, half of the presentation instead of the entire one. I'm sorry about that. So I'll be sending the recording as soon as the video is done. We are arranging for the presentation also to see if we will have it in Arabic so we can share it with the group as well. And that's it for now.
all right. I'm just taking a screenshot.
I did several. I'll share them with you also, Herman.
Okay. That's a nice one.
Actually, if I can ask you, this might be really good for the EU documentation as well. If I can ask you to quickly turn on your camera so we can do a group shot with a lot of people on cameras, so you can.
Yes, can they do that?
Well, say cheese.
مش النهارده يا إيفانا، خليها المرة الجاية.
Someone says maybe next time, but yeah.
Huh?
Other people said no, let's take it now. So yeah.
Whoever can, please do it just for 1 minute so that we can snap few photos.
Okay, I can see camera turning on. All right, that's just a few.
Great.
Okay. I got two.
All right, I got a nice shot too. Great. All right. Well, thanks everybody.
All right. Shukran, everyone. Have a good night.
Thanks and good night.
Good night.
Thank you all.
See you
Good
guys
night.
tomorrow and day after tomorrow. It seems like this we will be having a lot of time together.
Yes.
See you.
We're very happy and pleased to see you tomorrow and the day after tomorrow till the big day, like the festivities or whatever. Because we're not going to celebrate much this year, so we'll stay with you until the celebrations. Thank you. Yeah, bye-bye.
We'll do the double Christmas this year. So we need.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Inshallah. Bye. Bye.